Hey guys, what's going on? It's Max here with the Jar Design A330. Today we're going to be doing an approach into Charlotte Douglas today on the American Airlines livery A330. We departed out of LAX today. We're coming up on ComD, and we'll be doing the arrival on the Flips Z3 RNAV arrival. We just passed the TAZA transition down here. Pull it up for you right now. Show it to you on the screen. It's pretty neat arrival. We're expecting a 3-6 center today, and we're in managed mode right now, so we should be descending out of flight level 390. Pretty smooth ride over from LA today. No major restraints. And if we're looking at our FMS here, we see we got about 198 miles to go. We were planning on only having about 8.4 block fuel left, but we have plenty left. So, and then our arrival here at 2140 UTC, so we've still got about 30 minutes to go out. Anyways, I'm going to bring up the arrival for you guys right now so you can kind of see it. So we're going to be coming in, we already passed TAZA here on the arrival, and then we go in TAZA to ComD, which we will be crossing at 390. We are planning our descent a little bit past ComD, where we'll begin our managed descent down. You can see the aircraft.
We need to decelerate, sir.
So, aircraft's one in deceleration here, and the aircraft will be doing that on its own. Anyways, go back to the arrival here. So from ComD, we're going to be going to Lakey, and then 270 knots at phase, above flight level 240, and then Jenny between 270 and 190. We'll have our transition here to our altimeter setting. And if we look at active sky right now, we are looking at, okay, here, Charlotte Douglas is reporting winds out of the north, 350 at 7, 10 stops per mile, scattered 4,500. Temperature 32.22, altimeter 3004. So we're going to go ahead and actually put that in the FMS there, but we'll plan altimeter setting of 3004. Coming into Charlotte, go ahead and work our arrival here on the preference page. And 3004 for early arrival. I got the period. Temperature is 32. And the winds again were 350 at 7. Transition altitude, flight level 180. We're going to do a clean configuration, and then our DH, go to the approach really quickly here. Put the ILS 36 center, because that's what we're expecting. We're going to have to self-vector ourselves, so that's VATSIM's offline today. Our decision height on the Cat 1 will be 200 feet, standard decision height for a Cat 1 ILS. And then we'll do landing configuration flow, and our approach speed's going to be 137. So that's all in the box now. We'll go back here, and pull back up our arrival so you can see the brief on that. Okay, so after Jenny, we're going to be Flipsy at 270, and then above 16,000. Then a Dawn at 250 between 190 and 12,000. And Wall 15,011 at 250. Gelno between 11 and 10. And then Vol at 6, 210. And we're going to exit that on a 183 heading. And then we'll self-vector ourselves in. No major notes that we have to look at here. And transition to flight level 180 in the US. And we are turbojet, obviously being an A330. On the approach today, we're going to be doing the local ILS, runway 36 Charlotte Douglas. We just did update our ARAC today. ARAC is current. Our arrival ATIS, again, we're not going to get that because we got it off the active sky. and none of these frequencies are really going to matter too much. We are monitoring our CTOF though. Localizer frequency is going to be 107, 111.7. We'll make sure that one's in the box there, which it is. Final approach course is 003. Glide slope intercept will be at Glassy at 250, 20,500. And then we'll be intercepting the final here and following glide slope down 111.7 on the Charlotte Douglas ILS. Pretty standard approach. We'll just follow our approach down by a glide slope. Then again, Cat 1 ILS, minimums 907 with a DH of 200. RVR 1800, not a problem with 10 saturation visibility. Missed approach will be a climb to 3000 on the Charlotte VR radio 001 to Tomi and hold. In the hold attempt, it will be a parallel entry. Briefing the approach here. Upon land, they're probably going to end up somewhere down Echo 8. And then we're going to be moving Echo 8 to Echo into the terminal area here. Probably parking at Alpha 11 today. So again, Echo 8, and then we'll probably Echo 14 in. So that's the approach briefing for you guys. Back here. I'm just going to pull up right there. Just take this, Charlotte, come on. And we're going to continue the arrival down. Right here so you guys can see a little bit better. For those that don't really know me too well, I'm definitely more of an Airbus fan than Boeing in terms of flying. I'm American, so I gotta say that Boeing's obviously my favorite company, but I think Airbus, over the cockpit layout, is just more techy and more computer programming, which is something, you know, I'm a little bit more into. Rather than that, like, Western American feel, which I feel like I was getting Boeing aircraft. Alright. So descent rate's gonna slow a little bit here, and it just has to kind of do with the fact that don't really have that much lower to get. Plane kind of likes to hold a constant vertical speed. So it's going to hit Jalno here below 11, but above 10,000. Again, in the US, below 10,000 feet, you got to be at 250. Obviously, the stars already brought us to that point, so we don't have to worry about the speeds too much going here. Right after Jalno or CDOC's at 210 knots at 900,000, which you can see on here as well. So setup. Actually, trying to get that deceleration here. I don't know why I didn't go back in the past. It's kind of weird. I did have a plane program earlier, but didn't want to do it. See our first flat message here, 240. Flat runs that one. Let's see this right. You see that Mr. Perch, we're kind of getting on that downwind leg. Put in here. West Jumbo there. And C-Docks now in at 9,000. Speed of 210 knots, and we got a D-cell coming up as well. C-Docks to Ball as well. It's at a 3,000 foot loss in 4 miles. Actually 12 miles. It's about right on the 3. I thought 3 would be perfect for that one. And then once we got it down, I'll probably put first notch of flaps once we decelerate, which should be coming up right now. See the airport out there, and there's Charlotte right there. And the plane is decelerating on time. Once the plane usually rolls out here, I like to put my heading on. Just start getting a little bit more control of where the plane's going, because usually we start getting headings after this point anyways, so I'll finesse them, know really what to do from that point forward. This is what I'm talking about, this is 200 feet high.
Approach phase activated.
Go down to 3,000 maybe. Something like that. Again, you should be able to push these knobs in and out in order to control the heading and stuff, but jar design isn't letting us do it, so which is somewhat frustrating. Alright. Go to the 36 center now. So I can reference the chart coming in here.
Flaps 1.
Flaps in. Flap 2.
Flaps 2.
Approach mode active. And it's gonna try to make this the 3000 restriction, and then I couldn't do anything with it, so it's frustrating. Just gonna go do that earlier to get some drag
Gear
out
down.
the plane. Auto braking medium, auto brakes, auto speed brakes arm. And gear down. 3 green. Rest descent nav, and a localizer capture. Gonna go ahead and go flaps 3. Gotta learn these speeds a little bit better. And wait for glide slope and check for flap full. And flap full.
Flaps full. Radio altimeter alive.
2,500.
Okay, got the single DH200 check. Waiting on our light slip to come out of here. You can see it right there. And he's gonna start intercepting it here in a second. And glide slope capture.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just been cleared to land at Arrival Airport. Please make sure all must have your seatbelts securely fastened. And flight attendants,
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the autopilot here in a second. And our autopilot disconnect.
thank you.
Check. Start verifying. Put the plane in.
One 1,000.
As a destabilized, gear down 3 and flap full is set to continue. And glide slope and localizer. Yeah, bring those down just a tiny bit. Glide slope is trending a little bit higher than
500.
glide slope. 500 feet checks, radio altimeter set.
400.
Check.
300 above.
Check.
$200.
Minimum.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. 10. 5.
Reverse green.
And reverse is active.
70 knots.
60. Okay, having exposure reverses, manual braking. A little bit of a float there, trying to still get used to this plane now.
Flaps 2. Flaps 0.
shifted around during the flight. On behalf of our airlines and the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a nice day.
Alright, we're gonna take Echo all the way down to the right. And while I do that, I'm gonna insert that after range of this. So ground spoilers are up, all the lights.
Need to check, sir, if everything is okay with the light.
And switch it off. Alright. I want to exit and then render it parking there, and the terminals are right there. Actually, we're going to take, sorry, Echo 14 and then Alpha 11 is going to be